Good morning, gang. Happy Wednesday. So we move on through the week. Happy hump day. So about a month ago, January 11th to be exact, I did a video on hemorrhagic fever in China. It was rarely talked about at that point, but it was something to make everybody aware of. And I've been kind of following it just to see what's going on lately. And slowly but surely, things get a little bit more worrisome. Now, keep myself out of trouble, you're going to have to kind of figure some of this stuff out as I talk along. Now that the latest Russia hoax is winding down, it's about time that the governments of the world start paying attention to the threat out there that is real, okay, and that is China. It's no secret to anybody that China wants to take over the world, okay? You know, Xi Jinping be the leader of the not free world, and that would be it, okay? And you have all these little Zuckerbergs and Gates and Bezos and everybody, all the rest of the World Economic Forum just being used as puppets, and they're not even smart enough to figure it out for themselves. Now, for the last 2 years, we've all gone through CV, and it made life pretty miserable. We've been locked down, we've been mandated, we've been threatened, we've been name-called, we've been whatever for standing our ground. And a lot of us said that this was just a trial run. Now, the world went absolutely crazy with CV. And what was the death, 99.5% on average survival rate or something like this. Okay. So I had talked about hemorrhagic fever back on January 11th. Well, now a lot of interesting news is coming out. You know, you saw, and some of it's very conflicting, okay? And a lot of it is spun by people trying to lump everything together. I mean, there were 3 cases, I believe it was three cases of hemorrhagic fever in Great Britain, which hadn't seen any cases since 2009 here recently, and somebody died. That was from Lassa fever. Okay, that was all 3 people in the same family, and that was from travel to West Africa, where hemorrhagic fever is somewhat of a problem. Okay. Could that be related? Highly doubtful, unless China is doing lab experiments in West Africa, which makes no sense. Okay, so that might not have anything to do with it. Then here a couple of days ago, there was hemorrhagic fever determined in a couple of rabbits here in East Tennessee. And again, you had people freaking out. Okay, different story. It isn't in the wild rabbits. This was in a couple of home-raised rabbits, however you want to do it. But the hemorrhagic fever that is in rabbits is not transferable to humans. So again, I'm trying to dispel some of the panic that's out there. What does get interesting, and I'm going to link this video below. It's long, okay? It's an interview with Dr. Li-Meng Yan, who is a Chinese virologist, okay? MD, PhD, whole 9 yards, well qualified. She is the one who blew the whistle originally on the debacle that we dealt with in the last 2 years, and everybody tried to discredit her left and right, And over time, she has been proven correct. Okay, even though the governments, the media, you name it, has said she was wrong, turns out she wasn't. Well, now what she is talking about is another hemorrhagic fever. Do not know if it's Marburg, but that's what everybody keeps talking about. All right. She has talked about the Chinese, again, developing in a lab hemorrhagic fever and altering the disease, however you want to put it, altering the pathogen, so that the symptoms are not seen for about 30 to 45 days. Now, the original symptoms look very similar to the flu, CV, anything like that. And then miraculously, when people are tested for CV, the test comes back negative. So they don't have it. So now what's wrong? Okay. According to her, and I want to stress that this is according to her, not to me. She explains that they're trying to unleash this to the visitors and athletes at the Olympics. Okay. If it doesn't take 30 to 45 days before the symptoms are seen, Olympics are over, everybody comes back. Let's say it happens today. Here it is, it's the 16th of February. Olympics end in 4 days. If nothing happens till mid-March, okay, eventually it'll all come tied in. It's like, gee, what did all these people have in common? All these, patient zero. All these people have in common that they went to Beijing. Now, the world panic about Russia-Ukraine going to war, that's nothing. If this is true, and again, she is a highly credible medical professional who has been proven correct. However, doesn't mean she's perfect, okay? She could be wrong. I'm just trying to let you know what the facts are. If this comes out, this would be literally a declaration of war on the world by China, okay? The scary part about hemorrhagic fever, unlike COVID having a 99.5% on average survival rate, hemorrhagic fever has a 66% survival rate. Okay, so that means 1 out of every 3 people will die from this. What hemorrhagic fever does is it attacks your liver, okay? And your liver obviously is getting the poisons, if you will, out of your body. Whatever alcohol or chemicals or anything like that. Your liver is the filter for your body. Your liver ceases to function. Now, of course, those poisons run rampant in your body, and that's that, okay? And hence why you die. Supposedly, there's an antidote for this, okay? But again, does this come down to money? Who's making the antidote, right? Okay? Bear with me. Like I said, I'm not accusing anybody, nothing of the sort. I'm just telling you what is out there right now. But if the CCP does this, this would be a World War III event. I mean, this doing something like this would make, pick one, any genocide in history look like nothing. When you can wipe out 1/3 of the population of the world without firing a shot, okay, biological warfare is some serious, dangerous stuff, guys. Nothing has come out as of yet. All right, like I said, the things that we're hearing do not seem to be related. Let's just pay attention to what's going on out there. If this happens, you have a whole new set of parameters that we have to follow in regards to lockdowns or whatever. Again, big if, but something like this hits the population, you are not going to want to associate with anybody, which now means as a prepper, and I've said this before, can you live on your property without ever stepping foot off of it? If something like this actually does come to fruition, that's exactly what you're going to have. That means there's going to be no barter, no nothing, okay? Whatever you have in your pantry, in your house, whatever, let's say it hits today, whatever you have right now is it. That's it. UPS guy isn't coming with an Amazon delivery. You can't go to the grocery store, okay? I highly doubt anybody's going to go to work going, oh, okay, I've got a 1 in 3 chance of dying if I go to work. You know, coal mining, firefighting, logging are some of the most dangerous professions out there. None of them have a 1/3 death rate. You know, granted, we're all gonna die sometime. I just don't have any intention on hastening the process. That's what's going on. Keep your eyes out. You know I will. If you guys see anything on this, let me know. Have a good one. Pinball out.